Hello everyone, welcome to my Magical Day online class. I'm going to start by letting you know everything that you should have received in your class package. You should have received the Magical Day bundle that includes the clear mount, which is on red rubber stamp set, and the framelit set, the Magical Mates framelit set, along with the Pool Party Light Stampin' Blend pad, marker, and the class materials packet. You will also need for this class a Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, the Old Olive Stampin' Blends combo, the Light Rich Razzleberry blend, and the Dark Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend. Okay. All right, we're going to jump right in and get started. I'm going to open up my class materials package. And your class also includes 6 Whisper White envelopes that you can stamp up and match the cards that you make in this class. Okay, I'm going to set those aside. The very first card we will be starting with today is the one with the Whisper White thick card base. This one is using the Clouds Designer Series paper, the one that has the clouds. All of the materials used in the class are on the supply list that is directly above the chipboard in your class materials packet. It has all of the items that I used that were not included in the class, along with the dimensions of the cardstock that I cut. Okay, let's jump right in. I will only be making one of each of these cards, but you have materials to make 2 of each of these. So you can pause the video at any time and do the second one, or you can just do one with me and do the other one later. All right, so you should have 2 of the thick Whisper White, 2 of the basic black. All right, your regular Whisper White cardstock. For stamping and cutting, yours might be in a half sheet or a quarter sheet. There'll be plenty to make the cards. You will have 2 pieces of sweet sugar plum, 2 of the Cloud Designer Series paper that's from the Designer Series paper that coordinates with the sweet, 2 Rich Razzleberry stitched shapes, and then you're going to have 4 of the rhinestones. I'm going to cut these in half. And I'm going to set 1 stack aside here. All right. Okay, we'll be stamping with the Memento Tuxedo Black. And we're using, for this one, the Sweet Little Unicorn and the You Are One of a Kind stamp. Let's get some blocks out for those. Let's see here. That should fit there. And then You Are One of a Kind. I'm going to stamp these on my Whisper White. And now this one, we're going to be using the banner. So make sure you give yourself plenty of room to cut the banner with the You're One of a Kind. Put away my black ink. And now we will be coloring, and we're using the Light Rich Razzleberry and the Light Pool Party for this one. I will speed up the process on this. I'm just going to take, this is just for coloring. You can also use the Stampin' Blends if you're blending the colors. It's okay to go outside of the line always with coloring. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I'm just coloring the tail, and I will speed the rest up, and the body will be with the Pool Party Light. Okay, welcome back. I just had a little glitch. My video camera wasn't working. It wasn't filming when I thought it was filming. So I'm going to just show you really quick what I did, and I will demonstrate it also on the other two cards. I just simply ran my unicorn through the Big Shot using the framelit. It fits right over the top. And then I also used the banner framelit over the top of this. So you didn't miss much. Just apply your adhesive to the back of your basic black cardstock, and then behind your Sweet Sugar Plum cardstock, behind your Cloud Designer Series paper, and behind your Miss and Magic glimmer paper. So I have that all ready to go. Now I've added dimensionals onto the back of my stitch shape circle and also behind my unicorn. And now we're all caught up to everything that was deleted on accident or not filmed. Okay, I'm going to put that right on here. And now I'm also going to add a couple dimensionals. And we will add this right here. Isn't that so cute? I love this card. Okay, you are one of a kind. And then we'll take our little gems, our rhinestones, and I'm going to put one on the little dot here. And there's also a little dot here. You can add them on the sides. You can add them on your card, wherever you would like to add them. Okay, there we go. Here's one card down from the class. Let's move on to card number 2. This card, if it's next in your stack, we're going to use the one that has the Pool Party cardstock for the base. And we're going to put these into 2 piles. You will have 2 of the Pool Party card base. Then you're going to have 1/4 of regular Whisper White, and it'll be in a different order probably. 2 of the Smoky Slate, 2 of the Embossed Basic Gray. You'll have 1 piece of the Pool Party for the banner. Then you're going to have 2 strips of the Whisper White, 2 of the Designer Series paper. There's 2 different sizes. 2 of the glimmer, and then you'll have 1 silver glimmer. So I'm going to set one of these stacks aside to do later, and these are the ones we'll be doing on film. So what I'll do here is we're going to be using the dragon stamp for this one. We're using the dragon, and then we're using Hope Your Day is Magical. So let's grab both of those, and let's grab our Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. And I'm going to put this on a clear mount block. Okay, this one I kind of want to line up a little bit, just this one. Okay, now we're going to also grab the little strip here because we will be stamping on this as well. What we're going to do next is take our Memento Tuxedo Black, and we're going to stamp up the dragon on our Whisper White, and we're also going to take the extra piece of Pool Party, and we're going to stamp Hope Your Day is Magical right on there. Let's set that aside. Now the colors we're going to be using for the dragon are the Old Olive Combo. We're going to start with the light, and then I'm just going to, with the dark, do the scales. Super easy to do. I'm going to speed up this process to save a little bit of time on the video. Okay, that's super easy to do after I went with the light color. I just went in on the scales with the dark color, the darker olive. And now we're going to run these through the Big Shot. All right, I have these on the Big Shot for you. I have the banner over just the magical part of the sentiment, And I have the dragon also with the framelit on top. Just going to run these through. Set my Big Shot aside. And now we just want the magical part for the card. And I just want the dragon. Set that aside. Okay, so now it's time to put this cute card together. We will start with the pool party base. Fold this in half. And now we can also start with the bottom layer on this one, since we didn't use any ribbon or embellishments that need to be tucked under the layer. Add that on here. And I'm using snail adhesive, but you may like to use the fast fuse on here as well. Both will do the job. And I'm going to add that on there. Now I'm going to just layer this up a little bit. Let's start with our white. Hope your day is magical. We're just going to put this up here. It's just going to go over the basic gray part. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and add our green. Looks like scales. That's why I thought it was super appropriate for this card. I'm going to add that right there. And now I'm adding just the gray little piece of Designer Series paper. And I'm putting that just on top of this. And then I'm going to add the little strip of the glimmer, and that goes in between these two. And we add the magical with our dimensionals, the Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just going to add a couple on the back. And we're going to just turn this to the side a little bit, make sure this just goes over the magical part. Look at that. Hope your day is magical. And now, I forgot one last piece through the Big Shot. We're going to use some of that glimmer, silver glimmer. And we're going to use this little piece here that is actually coming out of the dragon's mouth. I want it to be shimmer fire. And I'm going to put that on my glimmer. Anytime you're using glimmer paper through the Big Shot, I always go, a couple times, 2 or 3 times, just to really make sure you have a nice cut. I'll pop that out, and there we go. We have it, yay! And now we'll go ahead and I'm going to add my dragon, and I'm going to add the dragon with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got 3 on here. And I'm just going to have the dragon sit on the glimmer, just way over to the left. And then if you have a mini dimensional, that works perfect with the fire. Or you can cut a regular dimensional in half, however you would like to do it. And I'm going to have this coming out of the dragon's mouth right there. And there is card number 2 for you guys. This is the best set ever. I absolutely adore it. I love it so much. Now we are on to project and the final project, number 3. So let's go ahead and take this stack and divide it. We are going to have 2 of the thick Whisper White, 2 of the basic black, 2 of the regular Whisper White. This one we should have 2 of each. 2 of the blue Designer Series paper, 2 of the glimmer, 2 stitch squares for black and white. This one we will not be using the Big Shot on, and we will need the You Are One of a Kind that we already used on the very first card. We'll use that stamp, and then we're going to use our beautiful mermaid for this last card. I saved my favorite for last, of course. I love the mermaid. Gotta love the mermaids. All right, so with the mermaid, I am going to take my Memento black ink pad, ink it up, and I am going to stamp this just in the middle of my square. Right there, that looks perfect. And now I'm going to take my rectangle Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to stamp "You Are One of a Kind" up in the top right corner. Make sure it's not upside down. There we go, "You Are One of a Kind." And that's all the stamping we're doing. Now for this, we're going to be using the Old Olive combo again, and we're also using the Daffodil Dark. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Daffodil Dark, and I'm just making her hair. You have so many options. You could change the color. You can add different skin tones. We also have different skin tones with our Stampin' Blends. You can make your mermaid look like whatever you want her to look like. So I'm just going to quickly add that on here. Finish coloring her hair. Not even sure if I'm going to speed this one up because this one's fast to do. Now I'm going to take the light Old Olive, start with the tail. I might speed this part up if it's taking me a while. Or maybe not, we will see. Well, since I'm almost done, I don't think I will. Okay. There we go. And now you can see what I'm going to do for the green. You can use either side. I think I'm going to use the tip, the fine tip for this. And you could do that for either. Just put it on the scales. And I'm going to do it on the tail. All right. Now we can put this card together. I'm going to start and go ahead and just flip over my mermaid. And I am actually crisscrossing this, so crisscrossing. I'm going to have the black just a little off center, so just turn it a little bit and put your mermaid right on top. Since we're using the thick Whisper White, we're going to score this at 4 1/4. So just score it. I almost cut it. Did you see that? I had my cutting blade up there. That would have been bad. Fold this over. And now I'm going to start with the basic black. Put some adhesive on it. And I'm going to add the Whisper White next. Ta-da. And the piece of Designer Series paper is going to go on the bottom, covering the white. And we're going to take our strip of our beautiful Mists and Magic glimmer paper. I'm going to add that as a strip across. And now I'm going to take some of our Stampin' Dimensionals. Put those back here. All right, and now I'm going to add that right on here. And there is our last card, you guys. You made it through this class. I'm so proud of you. I hope you had much success with all of the cards in this class. And thank you so much for signing up for it. I hope you have a magical day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.